the Biafrans to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
You're welcome back, and we apologize for that. I think we have huge number of viewers, and somehow that has exceeded the limited capacity. So we're going to work on this after this broadcast. We're going to work on it. Well, welcome back if you're watching again. And sorry for that interruption. As we move on, when Nigeria presented the captured Biafran soldiers who surrendered to Nigeria, as you can see, General Gowon announcing it, by then, Nigeria claimed they want to have a reconciliation. That reconciliation never happened. Today, Biafran people are being discriminated, killed, and they plan the annihilation of Biafran people. And we cannot accept that in this century. The same reconciliation has become a mirage to date. Nigeria refused to reconcile with the Igbos, and today we have risen up against Nigeria, and we will do everything within our power to fight our freedom and get our freedom this year, 2023. The aim of the Biafra Liberation and Independence Movement of today is never to build a totalitarian state that suppresses freedom. Rather, Nigeria has given birth to about 11 terrorist groups from Fulani Caliphate. We have seen resurgence of terrorist Fulanis across the southern Nigeria. In Biafra land, they are kidnapping, killing, and terrorizing our land with the help of their colleagues in Nigeria Army, DSS, and other security agencies. I want Biafrans to pay attention to this particular state of the nation today, because there are important information for every one of us. The Global Terrorism Index are ignorant, foolish researchers for mentioning IPOB, who have history and the wounds of genocide still fresh in their memories. We fought war with Nigeria against world powers over 50 years ago for our freedom. What was the history of Taliban in Afghanistan, and that America armed and funded for over 20 years? What was their war? Their war has no moral right, no moral justification, yet America funded Taliban and armed them almost over 23 years. What about Iraq? These countries that America funded, their war and their activities has no moral value, yet America funded them. And there wouldn't be an Al-Qaeda today without the West and America. It is time we put things in their perspective. It is time for West to arm and fund Biafra and fight their way to freedom from Nigeria being a global peace. If we can sponsor the killing of Gaddafi from the West and America, claiming he was training terrorists, what then do you do to Nigerian leaders who not only train terrorists but also fund, recruit, train them, and then recruit them into army and other security agencies to kill our people and overrun our land? We therefore, on the West, call on all these particular groups that have made all their intention public in order to stop the Biafra agitation, to understand that nothing will stop Biafra from exiting Nigeria in 2023. We therefore call on the West as well to look into Nigeria and as well arm Biafrans to end terrorism in Africa. If the West refuse to discord, the action of Biafrans next month will force them to open confrontation. And of course, it will be an open front in another African country. Anyone, including IPOB in Global Terrorism Index, is taking that with a that will demoralize Biafra, are making very big mistake. We understand the game that the West are playing, thinking that when they say, oh, IPOB is in Global Terrorism Index, we are all going to abdicate our positions and forget our freedom and get scared and run away. That is not going to be possible. If you can sponsor the killing of Gaddafi, claiming he was training terrorists, what then will you do to Nigerian leaders who not only train terrorists but also fund, recruit, and also make sure they shield them during attack in our communities? We therefore call on the West again, once more, and America to understand that Nigeria was never a nation. And for you to enjoy global peace, you must look into supporting the disintegration of Nigeria in 2023. Anyone, including IPOB, in this particular terrorism index, in order to demoralize Biafra, in order to think that we will not agitate or fight our freedom this year, will wait for the consequences from next month. There wouldn't be ISIS without the West and America. The Biafra Liberation Independent Movement did not end after the genocidal Biafra War. In 1967 and 1970, but the war has continued to date, to even carry on to this day. We are now fighting to build a free independent nation in the face of caliphate aggression. We accomplished numerous strategies, strength using civil disobedience and economic sabotage to cripple the resources of Nigeria that they are using to buy guns and ammunition to burn our villages. I want you to understand that the civil disobedience today, that ended today, the 24th day of January 2023, it was a success. We have never recorded such compliance across Biafra land. And for that reason, going forward from tonight, the only recognized group by Biafra people is called the World Igbo Unions. The World Igbo Union will henceforth be the only recognized group by Biafra people. Any other alliances with any other Igbo group from tonight is banned. We only have one group that we have alliance with, and it is called the World Igbo Union. I want to inform Biafrans today that looking at the videos and images coming from the sit at home, you will understand that there will no Biafra flag in banks, there will no Biafra flag in schools, just like we ordered last year. And we thank Biafra. I must thank Biafra specifically for making sure that Biafra Nigeria flag were no longer in hospitals, in banks, in schools, in many government agencies and organizations, as you can see from the videos. Again, there won't be ISIS. The West Africa and America sponsored them. The Biafra Liberation and Independence Movement did not end after the genocidal Nigeria and Biafra War, but continues to carry on even to this day. We are now fighting to build a free, independent nation in the face of caliphate aggression. We accomplished these numerous strategies, and this fight is being fought in what we call multi-dimensional ways. In the past, it was the yearning of the weaker nation to reclaim their sovereignty and the freedom which was forcefully taken from them by those stronger nations yielding force. Now, the mandate of the time calls for countries that share universal values to stand in solidarity to the defense of freedom and human rights and achieve peace and prosperity for the citizens of the world. On this regard, while the Arab nation understand these values and approach, but the value they shared with the northern Nigeria, Fulanists, so they continue to stand in solidarity to defend these values against other indigenous ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. This has made the Western world, America, the United Nations, a failure carrying out its responsibility. So, including us in terrorism index cannot move anybody from Biafra. The consequences of this powerful nation failing to do the right thing for peace will probably and definitely lead to a catastrophic end of Nigeria in 2023. My fellow Biafrans, our liberation and the independence movement is a dynamic process, and today we have just 40 days to Biafra exit. This may happen even before time. At every historic juncture, the movement has evolved along with the new mandate of the times, taking new meanings, and today is yet another yearning for the liberation of Biafra and Biafra exit from Nigeria. As you can see, the Biafra flag hoisted, and the flag is rising very high in different parts of Biafra land since 2022. The hosting of the Biafra flag has weakened and continued to invoke the spirit of Biafra and weaken the spirit of Nigeria, which is now, the spirit of Biafra is now in full force. Preparation to enforce the no Nigeria election in Biafra land continue to gather momentum. I want to inform Biafrans today that on the days ahead and the weeks to come, from the 22nd and 23rd, the previously announced date may change, and you have to follow our broadcast to know when this change comes into effect. Previously, we have announced the 23rd, going forward from the 23rd of February, but with the turning of event, we may ask you today to start from the 22nd of February and save that date, because from the 22nd of February will be a significant day in the Biafra restoration and the Biafra exit from Nigeria. Honoring and respecting them, those who have died and paid the ultimate price as we continue to fight our way to freedom is a must. We must honor those who have paid the ultimate price. We must remember and pray for their families. We must make sure that those who have volunteered themselves to fight for Biafra are respected, both alive or dead. My fellow Biafrans, this 2023 will be a very remarkable year. We are going to unshackle ourselves from the political control imposed upon us by the British, so that we could again defend our freedom. Today, other ethnic nationalities are our partners as we face common threat, common enemies that challenge the freedom of the global citizens. So we see the middle belt of Nigeria coming together, and they are also feeling the heat. We see the Oduduwa nation that we're already in alliance with. They are also beefing up themselves and are ready for this particular liberation and the disintegration of Nigeria. I thank you all, Biafrans, and remember that next month, being February, that is just few days from now, we are going to embark on a very ruthless liberation movement and exit movement of Biafra. And you are hereby informed that whatever instruction that comes, you must obey that instruction and make sure you do not follow all those people that have nothing to offer, especially in protection. We thank Biafrans today for the peaceful sit at home. When you look at the environment in Biafra land, you find out that the sit at home was successful, peaceful. There were no attacks anywhere because you listened and obeyed the instruction. And this is the way it should be. Those Fulanis who tell you that, oh, you must disobey, go out, they have already mapped out somebody to attack you. But this time around, there were no attack anywhere because you did not listen to them. Even when some of them foolishly call you to say, ignore the sit at home and go out, you did not ignore the sit at home and you respected it and obeyed it. So this particular State of the Nation broadcast today is to thank you, Biafrans, and inform you that we are winning and we are not backing down. We continue to make the demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to demand that we are putting the world on notice that Biafra liberation is happening and it is real. Those who did not believe it are believing it now. Before the end of this month, you will see the green light of Biafra. And we will continue to push. Remember, Biafra have a map and we have boundaries. Those boundaries during the time of hosting of the flag were well defined. And those who have issues with the boundary will be addressed by our boundary commission that were, announced a few days ago during the new year. I want to thank you all, and remember that we are not backing down. We continue to call on the world powers to understand that election will never hold in Biafra territory come next month. It is going to be sit at home, and the sit at home must be followed until after that we are going to make clear the declaration day of Biafra and how Biafra land will be defended. I thank you, Biafrans, and also know that last year, when the Biafra flag was hosted, a lot of people were victimized, including the Biafra agitators. Some of those who claim to be fighting for Biafra went and kidnapped some of them that are hosting the flag. We are hereby officially demanding the release of every Biafran agitator that were kidnapped by the DOS, those people that are working for DOS. We demand their release. We know where they are, and we know what we have done to them. This is an official demand to release all the Biafrans that you have captured and kidnapped for hosting Biafra flag. The flag of the Republic of Biafra, as you all know, we are flying last year, and it was shock to many people. It was shock to those who have been fighting for Biafra for many years. They couldn't do it. Today, with your support in autopiloted IPOB, with your prayers and support, we have been able to hoist Biafra flag. We have been able to make sure that the flag were flying all over Biafra land until last year, December. And in some places today, the Biafra flag is still flying. I want you to understand that the convergence of meetings in Biafra land is still banned, remain banned. Our leader ordered that nobody should gather anywhere in Biafra. We also have information that some people are calling for meetings. We want to inform you today, nobody have called you for a meeting. Nobody is asking you to gather anywhere in Biafra land. And such meetings should be avoided to save your life against the Fulani Caliphate. I want you to understand that the international community are also concerned, and they are watching. They are following what is going on, irrespective of the propaganda, irrespective of the blackmail and whatever they are doing against the Biafra people. They are following, and only truth can save us. And we are going to fight this Biafra and get it with truth, diligence, and honesty. And that is the path we have followed. And we are going to follow that path. I thank you very much for this particular sit at home today. I commend you. I thank the Omoada who have supported this movement with everything they've got. I thank the media team for standing very firm. I thank all the committees, advisory committees, and those who stood by me and other Biafrans to make sure that we come this far. Like I've always said, the fight for the liberation of Biafra is multidimensional, and we're going to use everything at our disposal to fight against Nigeria. Next month, from the 22nd of February, mark it, is going to be a very significant day. And we're going to inform Biafrans what you should do from the 22nd of February. From here, from me, may God bless Biafra. May God bless all autopiloted IPOB worldwide. May God bless Mazin and Bikano. May God bless all of you. And we are going to Biafra. Good night.
You're welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I think tomorrow we'll find a way of combining all the videos and playing them the same time, so you will get all the gist. So, with me in the studio this evening is Mazeraf and the Biafra Battle Cry. I beg you, just take one minute and say goodbye to the Biafrans before we go. Raf, why is it not working now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's like your network is having some problem. Okay, go on now.
Okay. Thank you, fellow. I am emergency studio, Abi.
I won't close it because I did busy unless you want to stay.
No. Let's close it. Thank you, fellow Biafrans, for joining us tonight. Just like Mas Hugo said, tomorrow we will make a combined broadcast with the videos because there was a break in transmission. Please share it, and I want to encourage us to put our spokesperson, Mas Simon Ekpa, put him in your prayers. He's fine, he's good. All he needs is your prayers, because I see all the comments going on. Take a break, do this, do that. You are all concerned, and it's a very good thing that you're concerned. But I want you to know that DK Mwanya, I want to know that the DK no, these are perilous times, and tough times need tough measures. Sometimes we stretch ourselves, and it is for the good of Biafra. So just understand that, and all you need to do is put the man of God in prayer, put the servant of God in prayer, put the dragon in your prayers, and put every one of us in prayers. You can see even Mazugo himself has been on since today. I've been off and on, going in and out, check up here and there. We are strong. We are strong. We are going to get Biafra. We are going to make history. I'm telling you. So buckle up your seatbelt. Tell them, those that think they will come with propaganda, with bounty. We already have a bounty, and our bounty is Biafra. We are going to get Biafra. By force. So thank you, Mazi Go, for this wonderful opportunity we have to do this. Thank you. Thank you, my brother Battle Cry. You're awesome. God bless you.
Battle Cry, Ngwa, use your 1 minute to say goodbye to Biafrans before we close. I feel come back, I will come back live. But make I feel eat at the hungry the mama me here. I beg you, Battle Cry, Ngwa, so that I go feed. We know they hear you. We know they hear you. We know they hear you. I did not meet you. I didn't meet you.
You have to refresh. You have to refresh your own system.
Anyway, I beg you, just use 1 minute and say goodbye to Biafrans.
All right, Biafrans, I greet you again. This is the Biafra Battle Cry. I'm bringing you greeting all the way from Wales, and like our brother Shamaka Ajore have already said, that we should be in prayer, and that is meant in that we should be in prayer to put our spokesperson in spiritual battle, because our people said walking in super. So as it is now, we are at the battlefield. That is why my channel is Biafra Battle Cry. So let's be resolute, let's be prayerful, let's be in the spirit, let's always watch our neighbor's back and always contribute immensely and know who to give our ear to. Don't give your ear to Sabo, because at the moment we are now, Sabo can come from anywhere and fire an arrow of discouragement inside you and start misbehaving. So be in the spirit, because the scripture said, where the children of God gather, there's always wolves in the sheep clothing. So be consistent, listening and following the IPOB autopiloted media team through the channel of a spokesperson, Mazi Simon, under the leadership of Mazi Nandekalo, no any other person. That's all I have to say now. May God bless us. bless Mazen Nandika, bless our spokesperson, Mazen Simon, bless ESN as well, and bless all the media team, Omada and co. May God bless you. Good night from where you are. Thank you.
Yeah, dear friends, good night. We are coming back. I promise you, even if now 1 hour, I go come back anyhow, anytime. I must make sure I try as possible and I come back to finish with
even me too. I will go live from my own side now, even if not 40 minutes, just to
okay.
do some
Dear
prayers.
friends, I will say from